Good evening. Now we're going to be working on page 2 of your notes on Unit 11. In this case, we're going to be graphing quadratic equations. And I'm going to show you how to do that on your calculator and on paper. In this case, don't forget the quadratic equation is y equals ax squared plus bx plus c. Steps to graph a quadratic equation. First, we're going to find the axis of symmetry. Then we're going to find the vertex. We're going to fill in the table of values using your calculator, and then we're going to sketch the graph. So let's get started. I'm only going to do example number 1. So turn your calculators on, and if you don't have them, it's okay. But we're going to go to y equals, get my calculator, go to y equals, and I'm going to type in x squared. Once I type in x squared, I'm going to hit graph. And if you look at your graph, notice that it goes right here through the origin. In order for me to fill in some points, I'm going to go to my table. And I'm going to pick a couple of these ordered pairs so I can fill in my table. And it also gives me the lines on my graph. So I'm going to use the blue pen here. I'll start with -2 and 4, -1 and 1, 0, 0. 1 and 1, and 2 and 4. Now the other part to this is to find the vertex and the axis of symmetry. We do that by hitting second and trace. It is a minimum, so it's 3. I go to the left side because it's asking me for the left bound. I hit enter. And then I go to the right side of my parabola. And I hit enter, enter again. So notice my minimum, and this brings up a very good point. Notice that both of them have very big decimals with the e with a negative number afterwards. What that means is that it's a very, very small decimal, and the only thing you can round it to is 0. So in this case, my vertex is 0, 0. My axis of symmetry is x equals 0. And I get that from my x coordinate here. And we have a minimum, and I'll go ahead and put min here. I'm going to plot some points. I have 0, 0 here. I have -1 and 1. I have 1 and 1, -2 and 4, and 2 and +4. And so my graph looks a little crazy. I'll fix it to make it better. So I have 1 and 1, -1 and 1, 2 and 4, and 2 and 4. Much better. Now from this, we can also figure out where the domain is. If you remember, the domain is on your x-axis. And in this case, it keeps going to the left and keeps going to the right. So in this case, your domain is all real numbers. And if you remember, that looks something, it looks something like that. All real numbers. Okay? Alright, then the range is, remember, the y-axis going up and down. In this case, the range starts at 0 and it goes up. So y has to be greater than 0. Greater than or equal to 0. So that will be my range. Now you have 2 more problems, I believe, after this. So try those on your own and we'll go over them in class.